Leanne, one question. Where is St. Oliver Plunkett Natural School? I want to investigate what they know about science in the garden.
It's right here. Come on, follow us and we'll show you the way.
Oh, splendid. Now, who can tell me, what is photosynthesis?
This is our garden. This is where the process of photosynthesis starts.
Photosynthesis is when the tree takes in the light energy to make food and as a byproduct oxygen.
Green plants have a pigment called chlorophyll. It absorbs energy from the sun. The plant then gets water from the soil and carbon dioxide from the air.
Using these, it can make carbohydrates like sugar and starch, which it uses to feed itself and as a byproduct oxygen.
It takes minerals and water up the stem and makes sugar and oxygen. The tree in process also takes in carbon dioxide. The carbohydrates are the plant's food and the oxygen is released into the air.
How do the seeds spread?
The seeds spread a process called pollination. To transfer of pollen from the anthers of the flower to the stigma of the same flower or of another flowers, this is called pollination.
Plants need the right amount of nutrients to grow. The plant will grow tall if it has a strong base. Our garden thrives due to our compost pile. Compost supplies plants with food and improves soil structure.
There are special bins provided for compost, just like the ones we have in our school.
Compost is made up of all foods such as vegetable peelings, banana skins, etc. Then it ferments over time. Later, the earthworms move in and soon the compost becomes fine.
We feed the flowers and treat them for sloth. It is very important to do this.
What else do plants do for us?
Plants don't just produce oxygen. They also produce fruits and berries that we can eat.
But how do we taste?
We taste things with our tongues. If you feel your tongue, it feels all bumpy. These are your taste buds, in other words, propelling. When you were born, you had over 10,000 taste buds, but as you age, you lose them.
The tongue is divided into 4 parts. The tip of the tongue tastes sweet and salty. The sides taste sour. The back tastes bitter, and the middle is covered with tons of taste buds.
Tongues have many other uses. The human tongue plays an important part in speaking, tasting and eating. Animals use their tongues in different ways. Example, frogs use their tongues to pluck flies out of the air. Snakes use their tongues to taste the air.
And we are not the only creatures to enjoy food in the garden. Caterpillars eat cabbage, lettuce and all the other vegetable leaves. Caterpillars are the larvae of butterflies or moths. This is the life cycle of a caterpillar. This process is called metamorphosis.
The caterpillar spins its cocoon with a thread of sticky fluid that flows from an opening in the lower lip. After a while, the caterpillar comes out of its cocoon, but it is not a caterpillar anymore. It is a really bright butterfly.
So what other animals do you have in the garden?
Oh, we have thousands of mini beasts in our garden. And we also have a bug hotel. It's a damp, dark and cold place, so loads of little mini beasts like it.
This is a mini beast key. It helps us classify what insects we have found. We use it a lot in our garden.
We also have chickens. Chickens eat some mini beasts that are in our garden.
The gizzard, which is part of the stomach, contains tiny stones to help grind up the food. Here is a diagram of a food chain and life cycle, including a chicken.
Chickens can live up to 10 to 15 years. A hen usually is ready to lay their first egg when they are 6 months old.
Bats in our garden.
Oh, I hate bats.
The bat box is all dark and damp because bats like dark places, and that's why they live in caves and attics.
A bat's home is called a rost. A group of bats is called a colony.
Bats are the only mammals that can fly.
Bats are often mistaken for birds as their wings look similar.
There are about 1,000 species of bats in the world.
Bats are carnivores too.
Bats are nocturnal. At night, bats use their echolocation system.
Now I'm sure that the children from Newcastle School definitely know their science.